Well, so obviously, progesterone is like kind of this female hormone that makes a woman more womanly and all the rest of it, and helps with kind of giving birth.
Pregnant.
Gets to get pregnant, helps to be more fertile. They say that women actually, they say that progesterone is like the hormone of youth, and they can actually make a woman go into menopause much later, because going into menopause is like an energy conserving strategy. Anyway, in small amounts, it's supposed to be it can have masculine effects for men in very small amounts. Is this something you've ever heard of in your medical practice?
I'm not thinking in a funny way. I'm actually trying to. There could be something there, where progesterone helps stimulate testosterone secretion or one of the other maybe. I'd have to do more.
Well, it's just women, like a lot of women that get arthritis, they get given testosterone to help them with that. So it's just as women need testosterone for some things, men need it as well. But it's just the levels vary. But yeah, I bought some progesterone, but for not for me to take. I don't take it really. For for the ladies. Because I found that it's very useful when a girl has been on birth control and her periods get all desynced and stuff. When she takes the progesterone, the period becomes much more cyclical and normal, and helps even out all the effects of birth control. Progesterone.
So, what are your personal findings with this progesterone in terms of women taking it and men taking it?
So, well, I have the most data about women taking it, and I've found through my studies that I've been conducting that first of all, there's only been one person in the study group, but
N of one study.
Yeah, N of one. But this person found that after taking birth control and having a really long phase of cycle, the cycles become much shorter, much more regular, and also moods during the luteal phase are much more even. It's much more stable. What have you found?
It's interesting. Still needs a lot of research. Can support testosterone production, like what I was saying a little while ago, but you should be taking it under supervision from the doctor, so they can monitor your levels of everything. And if you take too much of it, if it reaches even a slightly higher level than you should be taking, it could actually be the opposite and suppress testosterone.
Yeah, so for the woman, she should only take it during a specific part of the cycle when her body naturally produces progesterone anyway. They call it the luteal phase, leading up to the period. But I found at least it's helped a lot with just general womanness. Not a lot for myself, of course.
But here's the thing for you, man. You're still young.
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch your hormone, do anything that could affect your hormone just yet. Let your body do its own natural thing.
But for example, we're taking the T3 and the T4. This is just basically the thyroid gland of an animal, but you just purify it or whatever.
Yeah.
And most humans, for example, it all went wrong after World War II. Before World War II, they would add in thyroid into all burger meats in America. And they found that this is one explanation of why they think that Americans have just got fatter post World War II, is because there's no longer thyroid in all the burger meat. And you imagine this is going to have a measurable effect across an entire nation of burger consumers if they all become hypothyroid.
Virgo.
But after World War II, they took the thyroid out of the burger meat, and then, it's end of civilization, basically. So,
I would say get your levels checked. See how your T3 T4 are doing. Because you don't want to take too much. Get used to it. Then your body no longer produces it, and now you're hypothyroid for life.
Yeah. I feel like the best test is your body temperature.
I mean, anything could affect body temp. That's a problem. So it's not specific or sensitive to that.
Because we were saying you test your body temperature before and after a meal, and it should be slightly higher after a meal if your metabolism then kicks in.
It's going crazy, yeah.
So it's like a kind of a primitive test, but
yeah, I would blood work. If you want blood work, my dad has the lab. I don't know if they told you.
I actually would like to do a comprehensive blood test. I've been meaning to it for a while.
Yeah, I can hook you up with my dad. So
That actually would be great. I was wanting to do it last time in Jordan, but stuff happened. And
there's too many labs too that might just, a lot of labs should cut corners and will, oh yeah, you want to test this? Sure. And they'll do some cheap ass test while you pay for an expensive test.
Yeah. No, that actually would be really cool. I would like to just, especially all
See
the
where you're
thyroid
at.
stuff,
See where
just
you're at.
see what actually is going on. That'd be cool.
Because if everything is normal, then keep doing what you're doing, even with the sugar stuff.
Yeah.
Adit, could you give us your professional opinion about a man who drinks maybe 9 cups of coffee a day with maybe 6 packets of sugar in each coffee?
Why so much sugar, bro?
Well, your body's main energy source is glucose.
Yeah, but you don't need that much.
You know, it's like that's the energy source.
You find yourself getting tired quickly during the day?
Not really, but like if that's what the body needs, that's the main
The body
brain
needs
energy
glucose,
source. It's just glucose.
But wouldn't you say that there's a negative effect also to the sugar? That it has side effects such as the cavities and whatever other, like basically sugar is one of the most well-studied things that has all sorts of negative effects on the body.
Like being cavities, my teeth have been totally fine. I received this advice from my dentist. He said, "Keep doing what you're doing, bro. The teeth look great."
I mean, I would argue that you're simply not chewing sugary things. You're just drinking them.
That's true.
And that might have something to do with it.
Definitely, yeah.
I don't think anyone needs that much sugar unless they're like in competitions, like lifting or
You're certainly not sitting
or
down.
marathons. Like that's when they'll eat. Like yeah, they need sugar and fat.
What about just thinking? The brain uses most of this energy. If you're just thinking about stuff.
Caffeine's good.
I don't know. I spend a lot of time thinking as well. I just don't need any of that sugar.
But imagine
Or
if you had
caffeine.
sugar. Imagine what would happen.
I don't know. I just don't think it would. Like I recognize it just makes my thoughts race and then crash.
You just want to be careful because you don't want to get like diabetic later on.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, I don't know anything about diabetes, but like, how does one get diabetes?
Too much
Your
sugar.
body gets used to too much sugar. So then, here's the thing, then your cells are no longer responding to insulin. So all that sugar stays on the outside and it really fucks you up.
So I haven't actually thought about this too much, but like, how can I check that I'm not getting diabetes?
The best way is to not consume so much sugar.
Blood work.
Blood work, alright.
I
God,
would
I really
start
don't.
by gradually decreasing the amount of sugar you're taking. Like don't just stop cold drinking suddenly because then your body's like, yo, what the fuck man.
One second, I'll message have you heard of Dr. Raymond Pete?
No.
Anyway, so this is the guy who goes with all my medical knowledge.
Raymond
Let me-
Pete.
Dr. Raymond Pete.
If he's anything like Roberta, what's his name? This one guy.
I love how we say the name Raymond to somehow officialize the sound of him. Ray Pete just doesn't sound.
What's wrong with Raymond Pete?
I mean, I think it's just like calling me photographer Robert Bahu. Like,
He's 86. God bless.
is Ray alive?
Oh,
No, he died.
he's saying talk about sugar, right?
Yeah.
I thought Ray was dead.
No, he is dead, yeah.
He's saying he's saying or recommending to consume an insane amount of sugar a day.
Not specifically insane.
I mean, that's not his recommendation, but he does say this can be good. But yeah, he studies all about thyroid and metabolic health. And
Before you started, did you get any blood work done to see like before and after?
I did do a lot of blood work. Basically, I became a vegan for a year. And I did a blood work, like a full thing before being vegan,
Yeah.
and then after being vegan for a year.
Uh-huh.
And the one thing I did find is that I think I might have this thing called hemochromatosis.
Your
Which
body
is-
stores a lot of iron.
Yeah, they call it like the Celtic curse.
Really? Okay.
Because they think that it might
I didn't hear
be
that part.
like an evolutionary adaptation of like Celtic people that are just generally more warlike, and the fact that they can then bleed in battle and lose a lot of iron, and it not like affect them in the same way as other people. So some people think it could be
So
this
you're extra
warrior
diabetes,
adaptation.
man. Yes. Like hemochromatosis, the typical textbook picture of it, a man in his 40s,
All right.
bronze diabetes. It's called bronze diabetes. Their skin is tan, like
Yeah.
really brown.
Donald Trump.
It's because of all the iron.
Yeah.
Diabetic.
Yeah.
What else you get hemochromatosis? Enlarged liver. You start to get liver cirrhosis, and they end up dying from liver cirrhosis.
From sclerosis?
Cirrhosis.
Cirrhosis.
Because all the
Well,
iron.
luckily, I have a guy who can help me out with this.
He said hemochromatosis, diagnosed hemochromatosis.
Say again?
You were diagnosed.
No, I wasn't diagnosed. I just had like
High
elevated
hemoglobin?
like iron levels in the blood,
Oh, okay.
and actually it was corrected after being vegan for a year. It went away.
Really?
Don't you reckon that instead of all the sugar and coffee, if you could simply be fine without any of the stimulants, you just lower your risk at any adverse side effects that.
I mean, caffeine is this.
Well, coffee
It's
is
not
like
just
very good.
caffeine, right? There's all of the other ingredients that are involved, but then there's also the fact that you become dependent on the substance, psychologically speaking. And then there's the fact that you're going to spend all that money on it, which is going to affect your stress levels to some degree.
But it also, any amount of coffee intake is associated with increased life expectancy. Like you live longer.
Like,
It's
it's
very
very
good
type
for-
of coffee. I agree. You can't get the synthetic, what is it, Folgers or any other bullshit mass-produced brands in the U.S.
I don't know, I just feel like there's an excess amount of coffee. It's just like having a coffee is alright, but the fact is your life would be really unpleasant now if you stopped drinking coffee.
I'd be totally fine. I actually do it, and I'm fine.
I think what we'll do during the film
You can
production.
stop doing coffee for
Oh yeah.
Well,
I'll be totally fine.
Well, Ozzy, November 15th. You'll put your money where your mouth is. You'll get to spend a month with no coffee.
Alright, fine.
why?
It's on camera.
Well, we're gonna be
One or
doing.
two.
We're gonna be making a movie.
Okay.
And I think it would be cool for each person to give something that they have a big dependency on. And I think
That's
it's
it?
gonna make
That's
Armand
it?
really pissed off, and I want him that as an actor. He's gonna be really pissed if he can't smoke, and he's gonna like cheat. He's gonna find ways to smoke cigarettes, and I want all of that. I
Well,
feel
the
like if
real
I'm making
deal.
a film about a guy who's doing that in the context of wild, like imagine that behind the scenes you're like, oh my god, I'm quitting cigarettes and playing it out, and then after smoke a cigarette. Doesn't work. I think as an actor, he will play ball with us.
But do you think it'd be good if you smoked like
What's
a cigarette here or there?
I
To,
think
like,
it'd be good if he
increase-
like chain smokes up until that point.
Mm.
What if you? Is there a different reason besides being cool?
What?
The giving up one thing.
No, well, it's kind of the context of the film that we're making.
Okay.
Within the context, it would make sense. So I play the character who's like this Wim Hof type of guy who will like, he's like this international guru basically. And
Okay.
he's hosting a super secretive retreat in Jordan. And Miftah is this like low-key tourist guide who's called to try and like host and create this retreat for him and like fill all the demands for him. That's why he's a very demanding guy and goes by the name Sabah Jamil. Miftah, played by Omar and his brother Adil, are the...
Who's that? Ahmed?
Do you know that the passwords to all my laptops and all their devices is still just Adil?
Me too.
But it's not just Adil, it's like variations of each laptop. It's like Adil MacBook, Adil Studio, Adil this, Adil...
Nobody's gonna know this password. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's hard to guess.
Wait, so I'm gonna use AI to start animating that penguin. I feel like we need Adil to say some of his catchphrases. What are Adil's catchphrases?
Schmuck.
You dumb schmuck.
Schmuck.
And then there's I love your face.
I haven't said that in so long.
You can say
It's
it
no longer a
wrong.
Say
catchphrase.
it, if you
It's
mean
no
it.
longer. It's no longer.
Well, but do you love my face?
I do love your face, Robbie.
That's it. Feels so good.
It's specific. When it's specific, yeah, that works.
Exactly. But do you love Suhayb's face?
Official. It's pretty good.
Do you prefer
You did a good job with your beard.
Do you prefer him with or without the beard?
Oh, I didn't notice. You used to do just a stash.
Yeah.
No, the beard looks good.
Because the stash gave him power, you know?
I'm just regular
Beard.
man number 17.
I mean, both are pretty good. I like both.
I like both too.
It's nice to have variation. What are some other things? He's very Godfather.
It'll come. It'll come. It'll come naturally.
Ozzy's he's been practicing kettlebell swings today so that he can start losing his cash. How many kettlebell swings you got in today?
Well, I think I did 70 after I came back. I probably did 30 before that.
I see. Alright, well 100 is a
Damn.
satisfactory number.
So this is what my friend says about. This is my medical, or I said, awesome what the connection is between sugar and diabetes. This is what he has to say.
It is insulin resistance, yes. Okay, but Alzheimer's is being called recently, or considered by some
Type
as
3
type 3
diabetes.
diabetes, yes.
I've heard that too.
But when you have too much glucose in the blood.
You ever seen those
Your body
videos?
can't go into your cells because if your body's insulin resistant, sugar, glucose cannot go into the cells. If your body's always secreting insulin, eventually your cells will be like, alright, we get it, there's sugar, we don't need it anymore. Fuck you, insulin. We're no longer going to bring in the insulin. Or we're no longer bringing the glucose, so the sugar's going to stay outside.
So it's basically like you have the glucose going on in the blood or whatever, and the insulin sorts it out. And then if there's just too much glucose,
Yes.
then it's like, so if there's too much
stays
glucose,
outside.
it doesn't get processed, and the body thinks, well, we don't need to process it anymore because there's so much of it. And then you lose the insulin capacity or something.
So insulin gets secreted, stimulated when there's sugar in the blood. It gets stimulated, and it's constantly being released because there's always a lot of sugar.
Alright, so my question here.
It's just your cells getting desensitized to insulin.
I have a medical question for you. I know Ozzy always has been a very vigorous guy with
Yes.
loads of energy. Loads of energy. I don't see any difference in his general energy these days, other than the fact that now he drinks inordinate amounts of coffee and sugar.
I do too. No sugar, but coffee.
But my question is, his energy levels were massive. There was no lack. So what's the necessity of this?
Coffee's nice.
Nice is,
That's stimulation.
there are a lot
man.
of things
Why
that are
is
nice.
Stimulation.
coffee?
It's not about, like, listen,
Sugar I get, but why the coffee?
maybe it's just dependency. Maybe it's just that as someone who has a different, probably enjoys another cousin of coffee that everybody thinks is really bad for you. I'm like, maybe I just feel like there's a double standard being practiced in this world.
I mean, coffee doesn't mess with your brain.
I guess it does. How does it not mess with your brain?
You can become dependent, but what's dependent? It's just you get irritable for a few days and that's it, you're
It's
good.
more than that. I
That's
mean,
it.
most people who don't drink coffee, they're just like, they go through hell for a month if they
It's
go
not hell. They just become annoyed by everything.
irritable.
That's the word, irritable.
Say, really?
Yeah, they get annoyed by everything.
Yeah, I
That's it.
understand. It's just the way you
It's
say
not, they perceive it as hell. I perceive it as hell because I want coffee. I get headaches and annoyed and the smallest things bother me. People call it hell. That's not hell. That's
just being irritable.
being a bitch. It's called being a bitch. That's what it is. There's real hell, what schizophrenics go through, but then there's no. I just
Irritability.
I need my morning coffee.
I think we're not aware that I was kind of just amused by the way you said irritable.
Yeah, irritable.
Irritable.
They are irritable.
Irritable.
You have to pronounce it because it's so annoying when you have no coffee.
Irritable. Honestly, I will pronounce it this way from now on.
I think you should.
I think it's just better.
Irritable.
It's like that video about the guy for the diabetes commercials. He's like, are you familiar about diabetes?
Diabetes.
It's
Yeah.
just
You have diabetes.
Diabetes. You better call it diabetes. Diabetes. He was the spokesperson for diabetes. And he's just kept pronouncing it diabetes.
Yes.
So I was learning from this one YouTube video that there's this.
But maybe cut down on coffee. Mine is.
I'm telling you a story about this renowned shoulder surgeon who started recommending to a lot of his patients to start hanging, even just like assisted hanging, where you're not putting all your weight at first. And that a lot of the patients would start cancelling their shoulder surgeries. It's that the shoulder impingement is such a classic issue. And if you think about like the way the joint developed, let's say our primate cousins, the joint is constantly in this motion, constantly. And that when you hang, what you do is you literally create space inside the joint. But the impingement is because there's just not enough space. And you can imagine that like the best medicine you can give to anybody, or among the best medicines, is for the body to heal itself. And in most cases, giving a medicine is not the same as like the interconnected web of fascia and nervous system and blood and muscles.
Some of them, they need a surgery because they have.
I agree, of course.
Shit.
But I would say that many people who are injured could heal themselves in really significant ways by learning how to actually move
I
the
think
body.
that was more the spine than the shoulders.
Honestly,
Decompression
It's all,
for
it's all
vertebrae.
connected, man.
it's a lot of things. A lot of people actually don't love the spinal decompression. And like right now, there's a lot more on the lats than on the spine because they're actually doing most of the work.
You don't feel it on the spine because your spine is fine.
No, but my spine.
When I stretch after like I'm lifting, I'm doing back day. I always try to do that stretching, free, not assisted, and I can feel my spine.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a good sensation.
Yeah, very nice, especially after deadlifting. Yeah, very nice.
It's a good one.
I've been learning all sorts of. I'm following a training. I have a trainer now, and he's taking me through all sorts of like on Thursdays we do spinal articulation,
Yeah.
and it's like
That news about
it's all about rotation of the spine and doing movements that bring rotation to the spine. Because it's the spine that doesn't rotate is the spine that's not healthy. And if you think your spine is the central column of your whole body, it's the thing that actually holds everything
That's the
together.
source of power. It's actually the source.
It's the source of all power. It's not in the arms, it's not the shoulders.
And
The
the
spine
movement
is the
of the
central
spine.
part of it all. It's literally the engine that drives the two lieutenants, the shoulders and the hips. Those are like the perpendicular lieutenants to it. Most exercise comes from outward in, like Ozzy's doing a little bicep curl right now, for example. Just so they can get swole biceps.
It's for the arm wrestling.
For arm wrestling.
Oh yeah.
I think for arm wrestling, yeah, I've got a little challenge for you actually.
Right.
Is there a message you'd like to say to your 33-year-old?
You're like, it's only half.
Or
full.
34,
You
30.
do this with the other arm.
Yeah.
32.
See if you
Yeah,
can hold this for a minute.
but when you're 33.
And
I think that's more
oh,
into.
yeah, wait, Adam, please. What do you think? Look, I got this in your honor. This is Mega Bottle. This has been the closest thing I have to a baby. I've been very satisfied with Mega Bottle. And I think you would be very satisfied with one of these as well.
It's just carrying it from place to place.
So
How do you go through an airport?
I just
Where do you put it?
well, firstly, like yesterday I had a rolling bag, a huge backpack, each weighed 20 kilos, so 50 pounds, and a guitar, and this, and a fanny pack. And the woman who at the gate was like, "Whoa!" I talked my way through. Anyway, so I get so many comments about Mega Bottle in the airport. Well, that's what I call a water bottle, but it's insulated. And I watched this video on YouTube by a guy named Seaman Yang, and he talks about his grandmother who grew up in Africa who would always have to carry water around for 8 kilometers when she was going from village to village. And when she immigrated to the USA, she never stopped carrying. Whenever she would walk around the house, she would just walk around with a dumbbell in her hand. She just liked having the weight in her hand. And she lived to 100. So it's like, well, there's probably something to the idea of carrying load. Humans are designed to carry load. And that in some inadvertent way that inspired me to get a huge heavy water bottle, because it's 4.5 kgs that I'm carrying with me everywhere when it's full. So why not? It just makes me comfortable carrying the load. And it also means that, who do I have to argue this to? You're the guy that inspired this. Have the massive water
Farmer
bottle.
carries are really good.
Farmer carry is 2 arms, but then there's the suitcase carry, which is I would say my personal preference to the farmer carry, because the farmer is on both sides. But what happens?
on both sides.
The suitcase carry, what's interesting about it when you do this, is that it's all about the resisting of the spinal rotation.
It's the very.
Yeah, you can start with lightweights, but the idea is that most of the time I want to yield. When I'm carrying things, I'm going like this to try and compensate. But let's say you just keep yourself totally straight. This is very different to the farmer carry.
That's forcing you to be straight. That's supporting you more to make sure you're straight and balancing both sides equally.
Exactly. But this one requires me to, right now I feel it here. This is the side, the quadratus laborum, that's actually training here.
The what?
The QL muscle, the quadratus laborum.
I don't know. Okay.
I'm sure you know of this muscle. It's a very important muscle in the supporting of the spine. It has all these spindles that connect into the spine itself.
Maybe it's got something else. Okay.
It holds
The QL.
the spine to the
And so you could also
To
do
the
these, where you just,
rotation.
That's so clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
and so the farmer's carry is just, or the suitcase carry. Oh, fish, bitte? Hello, Bajivak.
Are you guys not hot?
I am pretty hot, but I'm also working out.
It's quite hot.
Happy birthday, Adi.
Wait, was it your birthday
That's
all of
7.
today or tomorrow?
All of
Tomorrow.
yesterday,
All of yesterday, okay.
so 17th. It's now been the 18th for 2 minutes. Oh. It's quite excellent.
Adi,
Oh, you can make a turn, it's fine.
message to your fans.
Message to the fans. Hello, don't do drugs. Be nice. Get along. Stop fighting.
To your godchildren.
Hello, don't do drugs. Be nice. Don't fight.
But do you have, let's say your adult children will watch this. What do you feel like they should know? Looking at you and your
Hello,
your 32-year-old splendor.
don't do drugs. Be nice. Don't fight.
And how about
Be kind.
how about your relationship to friends?
Hello, don't do drugs. Be kind. Don't
Adi, I
fight.
need some wisdom, man.
But you don't fight either?
Yeah. I'm too tired. We're too old. That's it. Khalas.
But Adil doesn't do drugs. That's one thing I think is the truth.
What about the bad guys then? Should we fight them?
Yeah.
What do we do with them?
Give them to the schizos.
Oh, it's like George
This could be
Carlin.
one use.
What is
All
it?
the schizophrenics, you know, use them as a deterrent against crime. Does it go bad? You have to go live with them.
It depends. Bad guy to who? One person's bad guy, another person's good guy.
Your birthday, Adil.
Turn off the camera for a second.
It's you can't actually.
I think you can.
No, he can leave the room for a second.
Then I can't be completely open right now
Well,
with the camera.
Well,
Because now I feel like I'm being observed.
I mean, you were always being observed in this quantum reality.
Yeah. So now you're annoying like Rob with the camera?
I can't cut.
It can't cut actually. That's just the way this works. You just can't cut. You can't physically do it. But if you want, you can whisper something to me, and I can show in my face if it's scandalous or not.
I can't whisper. It's quite scandalous.
We can ask him to leave the room for a second.
Can't do that. There's this little fuzzy thing. It's gonna be so annoying to hear that.
Stop it! Stop! Stop! Yeah, stop! Don't let him do this. The viewers are gonna. Stop! God! Nothing else to do here. Here,
Men give me a kiss.
One minute each side. 16. Tip raise?
Tip raises, yeah. I've actually never done the tip raises before. I'd say
That's not a tip raise.
this is a tip raise, isn't it?
No, not the way you're doing it. Not at all. You're doing a knee raise.
Well, it's targeting the tip.
So I'll show you.
What's the difference between tip raise?
You need like a.
Wait, surely you could go this.
No, I'll show you how. I'll show you exactly how the tip raise works.
What about this one? Look, straight.
Yeah,
Buoyancy.
yeah. But the idea is that because right now you're also putting a lot of pressure up on the knee,
Yeah.
is that if you want to focus specifically on the tip, which would be in this case, here. See if you can rest your foot on this,
Foot.
and then for this on it. So the idea is that it's like a table. You're good?
Yep.
Now you do the tip raise, but of course it's not stable, it's going to fall over. You want to go like this. Ideally you want to be up on a table like that, so you can just have it hang off over the edge. Like this is not an ideal circumstance.
Alright, I want you all to thank the camera for being here.
We'd like to thank the camera for all the blessings that it has brought in our lives, and that we've been greeted by this little friend who is kind of a spiritual expression of where this whole thing began.
Yeah.
A camera that could zoom in without having to spend thousands of dollars.
That's true.
It's not like it's all been improvement. In all these
And no exposure settings.
and no exposure settings and no ISO. Honestly, like the intuitive camera we all dreamed we
This
needed.
is the
from
real camera.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Sony.
Thank you, Sony, for making it great and then breaking it.
Adil, give me a kiss. We're talking. Wait. 1, 2, go.
I'm not doing that.
Robbie already asked me.
You already asked me. I did it once. I have finished. I've done my duties.
This is just
I
like the
paid my
10-year video.
obligations.
It's like the 10-year video. Robbie already asked me. It's the same angle. It's literally the same angle.
But you said something about polar bears and stuff. Do you remember what you said?
10 years.
What was it that you said?
There's something stupid.
Performing surgeries?
Studying polar bears in Alaska or something.
Do
And
you think that you still might do that?
No. I want to go to Alaska, but I don't want to study polar bears. They'll think I'm a threat.